Okay, morning, guys. What's up? Happy Monday. I'm Steve, Maximus. You guys can hear me here. Andre, you can hear me all good?
Good. Dude, your camera looks good.
Andre, I can't hear you.
Can you guys hear me?
Get that there. Just take over the screen there, Andre.
Yep, one sec.
Okay, yeah, Maximus can hear me. I just need to get my speakers going. Trying a new. There we go.
Can you guys hear me?
Okay.
Hold on 1 second.
There we go. That should be working out. Yep. Okay, got it. Okay, so we are.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Sorry, I put I'm using my Osmo now as my webcam, and it went. The speakers kept playing through the Osmo. Obviously, I couldn't hear anything, but now it's working.
Yeah.
So perfect. Okay, so please let me know if the webcam does anything today, because then I definitely don't know what's going wrong. But yeah, we are coming down here. The DAX is actually also, I was looking at this morning, coming off of previous day's highs as well. I was actually watching this pre-market off of that previous day's range level, and then NQ and ES are actually trading lower overnight after getting that Asia spark. So a little bit of a mixed bag on the Mag 7 stocks as well. We have NVDA up 0.7. That actually was a rip on Friday. Look at that. On Friday, I think it was up from top to bottom over 5.5%. So pretty crazy that side. But yeah, Apple down this morning, and then just on the broader stock list as well, we do have a little bit of a mixed bag, a little bit of green, a little bit of red. Perfect. Okay. Yeah. What's up, guys? What's up, Ross, Kowalski, Carl? Yep. What are your thoughts this morning, Andre, on where we're sitting at right now?
I don't want to go into today with a bias.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Let me pull up my screen. It's interesting to see how this is obviously overnight. So like, I don't really put too much weight to the overnight session or like the overnight price action, but it's interesting to see this here. And then also this here. So this, I usually don't like to plot overnight like Globex levels, but this is kind of standing out to me here as some, let me just do it quick, as a little bit of something that we could see as resistance. Obviously, we're below it, but you got to see what the New York price action play does, because when this type of price action plays out, if you look, the volume is obviously much lower. So these will not necessarily hold as much weight when there is 1,000x the amount of contracts that are looking to push through it. So if you see, obviously down here, the volume is not super strong right now on those moves, or not right now, but like on those moves. So just keep in mind that these levels can easily be blown through when the market opens in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Now, if we put on some of these, the ultimate reversal setup indicator, which plots previous day's high and low, gap fill, and midnight open, theoretically, today should be bullish. It's also Monday. So also a pretty bullish day overall, or in this market environment at least. So what I could expect, now we got the market open in 40 seconds here, but what we have is this low made in the overnight session. What I would love to see, ideal scenario today, is price comes down, takes this low, and then we go to fill the gap, previous day's high, opening retracement, one of these. That would be, in my opinion, best case scenario today. Is the morning flush, the first 15 minutes, it goes down to take this low here. It gets bought up. Even if it goes down to the 300 level, then we get that move up. That would be best case scenario for me. Best case scenario in terms of the setups. We take this low, we take this low. And then specifically in that order, and then we take the highs. So I don't want this gap. Okay.
So similar to like Friday's price action where we move lower and then move up.
Yeah, James, I think you're frozen.
Dude, it's wild.
Yeah, it might be you're on Chrome, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're definitely frozen.
Dude, that is crazy.
Yeah, exactly similar price action to Friday. Come down, take the lows, and then make that move higher. But what I'm looking for is, I mean, unfortunately the gap filled on NQ, but
Jeez.
if we get something like this, that would be pretty awesome, honestly. If we get a move down into the 340s, 300s would be even better. Something like this. If we make that move to here, ideally to here, I think that would be over the next 15 minutes, because then we get the orb set, obviously. That help. We have the recordings on, by the way, right?
Yeah, it's on. It's on.
Then we get the orb set in the next 15 minutes, and then we get that move down for that move back up. Now looking at the major market movers here. Wow, Tesla opened a lot lower.
Yeah. Everything's right now except NVDA.
Yeah. And Uber. What do you think about Uber long term?
Dude, I actually haven't looked at that stock in a minute.
Yeah. I don't think it's a terrible buy, but yeah, pretty big divergence here on ES and NQ on the 5-minute right now. ES is looking like it's going to fill the gap. NQ already did, but NQ is down 30 points from the open. ES is up 7 points from the open. So I hope that we don't get another day of major divergence like we've been getting. I really hope that we don't. Honestly, that would be pretty unfortunate, in my opinion. But we'll have to see, because it looks like ES is going to go to fill that gap. There it is.
Yeah.
And just so you guys know, here, we got the data here that exactly what I was just saying. The what's in play will always plot it for you, but ES inside bars, NQ inside bars, both 88%. Gap fill by size, the gap just filled here. Gap fill, so this target, which is I was hoping it would play out a little bit differently, but the target here was 83%. Inside bars by weekday, 79%. The ICT by size, 77%. Like, these targets here are super high probability today. Unfortunately, the gap fill already played out, but what you want to look for in this case is something like this. And then we didn't get that move down, but theoretically, TP1 is over here at 71.94, TP2, 7,200, TP3, 72.0275. Those are going to be your levels. And you can see always all the details here in the what's in play, all the targets, your bias. Obviously, as always, you're going to see that there. But not getting the best, not really getting the best setup here in terms of the actual structure, which is unfortunate. But yeah, just got to see how it plays out now. But what are you guys looking at today? James is back.
Okay, let's see. I'm trying on Chrome, but in incognito mode. So I don't know, dude. I'm trying everything. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know.
Interesting. ES is actually up, but NQ,
yeah,
taking out those pre-market lows.
Dude, are you running some crazy AI in the background?
No, dude. Yeah. Yeah. Dude, I think it could be something. I've just got, yeah. Huh. Okay, that's interesting. Well, this is good. At least it's giving me something here to look at. But yeah, we are taking out those lows on NQ. We're down underneath 400 now.
Dude, I hate that ES and NQ are diverging so much.
It always gets me. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Steve, that would be ideal. I would really, I mean, it sucks that ES is pushing, NQ is pulling back, and like that's unfortunate because what you get here is if these if this plays out here and it's just a straight shot, I know a lot of people that will take that trade, but I don't love to take that a trade like this where it just goes straight up to the targets. I like to have a little bit of structure to go off of, and again, I don't really love to use overnight. Wow, ES and NQ are seriously diverging.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm not really sure. Broadcom's pulling back. Google's kind of near low of day. What's pushing up right now? That's getting ES.
Dude, literally NVIDIA.
I know, but NASDAQ holds more NVIDIA than ES does, than the S&P.
Huh. I think it's got to do with the local recording storage, Andre.
Let me check it.
Yeah.
No, dude, we have a lot of space.
Let's have a look. Come on.
No, it's an account level thing. We have space.
It could be on my side. Okay, I'll delete stuff on my side then. That's the message that it's giving me.
StreamYard?
Anyway, yeah, it's giving me a message. So your local recording storage is full.
Low browser space on their device. Yeah, I see it too.
You see it? You see that? Same message. Yeah.
You're on incognito though right now?
Yeah, I'm on incognito right now. Yeah.
And you're on Chrome, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, dude.
Interesting. Okay, well, we'll focus on making money trading first, and then we'll sort this out. We'll do a bit of a multitasking, but at least we're getting somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you cleared your cookies, by the way, and all that before,
yeah,
though, right?
Correct. Yeah, I did that last week. Tried it.
Yeah, we'll figure it out later.
Yeah. I think it could be my side, bro. I'm just going to delete some.
No, I mean it has to be because I'm not lagging.
That's what. Remember last week I was saying that it could be my StreamYard. I think that's the actual issue, bro. It's like my storage is full. But yeah, let's get. Yeah, dude, I can't believe this. ES is trading well up, actually higher, and NQ's trading underneath levels as well.
Yeah, I really don't love that it's diverging so much. Like I really don't like that.
Also, that volume and I did make a video on this actually last night, but volume and range by weekday. Monday is typically up to Wednesday. It picks up volume as the week continues. So no need to just jump into anything right now.
Yeah, I think that I don't know, man. Meta's pushing and NVIDIA's pushing. Tesla's at low of day. Apple's practically at low of day. Broadcom is split. Google's near low of day. Like this move up feels like fake right now.
Yeah.
But I just wish that we got a little bit of a move down on ES first.
Well, let's look at shorting NQ. It looks weaker.
Yeah.
Okay, André, I'll be back in a second.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
I am curious about if we get a pullback here. I would be interested in longs here, but I just wish that we got a little bit more of a pullback first.
It looks like it's grafting now, bro. I don't know. Let's see.
No worries, bro. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, recording's on. Perfect. Yeah, what's up, Thomas? Andrew, I was thinking sat down up to pull the stats. Yeah, let me actually share my screen here now, Andre.
Yeah, pull it up.
So NQ, maybe something that we can be looking for in NQ right now, which would be I think potential in our short is let's just wait for that. Let's go to the 5 minute. Wait for this opening range to set. And then maybe what we can do is if we get like a move back up and then look to short there. But again, like we tried the shorts on Friday and Andre and I took losses, but so I'm not hating it. This does look a little bit more weak to me right now, like Andre, in terms of like the price action that we're getting on NQ compared to maybe Friday, where I don't hate the shorts. I just think that something that I like to use is those pre-market levels. Whereas on Friday, when you look for the shorts, we were still trading above. Obviously, pre-market lows was down all the way down at 27. We weren't trying to short it at 27,180. Whereas like now we are actually like taking out those pre-market levels at the minute on NQ. Yeah,
I would love a move down before we get that move up. NVIDIA finally reversing, but now Meta's pushing to high of day, Apple's pushing to high of day, Google's pushing. So NVIDIA is kind of dragging everything around. This also could be a good long opportunity, bro.
yeah, I mean, in all-time highs, you like to buy dips, personally. Yeah.
Yeah.
But this does seem pretty weak right now.
Yeah.
What's up? Yeah. What you liking this morning, Thomas? Yes. Let's go back to ES. Look at the ES. See, I can't short that. That's a little bit more of a tougher short for me.
Yeah, I'm thinking about long ES.
Look at YM.
What do you think about long ES?
Yeah, that's
like towards the midpoint of the order.
Yeah.
I would like to get like one snap down and then, but I'm just not sure, honestly. I do like the longs today because that previous day's high, the opening retracement is just like strong. But yeah, I also really don't like how ES and NQ are diverging so much. Like Apple's pushing as close to high day, Meta's at high of day, Broadcom's going to push to high of day. I think this is like not a terrible place to try along on ES.
Yeah, we got 1 minute now till the opening range will set.
I feel like it's going to snap down in a second, and I want to catch that, and I don't want to be in there before that. I just set an order at 88 if it does snap down.
Yeah. Yeah, NQ
and
coming
then stop
down.
is below the low of day now.
Sure.
So I'm about to get filled here, but yeah, I just not getting. Wow, it's so close. Okay. All right, so let's see. Let's see what happens here.
T-shirt Monday.
Yeah, dude, t-shirt today. I wasn't in the mood to. My button downs are like pretty fitted, so it's like pretty uncomfortable, to be honest. I do like to wear them, but they're they are pretty uncomfortable. So
yeah, someone's saying. Yeah.
What's up?
No, someone's also saying divergence on ES or NQ. Right now, I'm sitting on the sidelines until the first opening range break. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever trade gold? I like to trade YM and gold. I trade a little bit of YM, but not gold personally. I don't day trade gold.
So let me just pull up why I'm interested in the longs here.
Yep.
Looking at the what's in play, most popular ES NQ template. What's at the top here is the inside bars on ES, inside bars on NQ, inside bars by weekday on NQ, ICT by size, inside bars again, green and red days by weekday. Like these are all, so not necessarily all of these are long bias, but they are Jesus.
Wow. NQ just flushed.
Well, there's my trade. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, that snap down was a little bit more aggressive than I thought. But I mean, the data is showing to the long side. Now, maybe I got in too early, but the data is showing that previous day's high, opening retracement should be hit today. And I'm going to go with the data. And I might have just gotten wicked out on that trade. But the data is showing 1, 2, 3 today. Again, 1, 2, 3 as the targets. Now, if NVIDIA is going to completely fall off the map, that can change things, but I still like to go by what the data is showing. So,
yeah, that was even YM. Look at YM's reversal, bro. Wow.
Yeah, YM's about to make a new low of day here. So.
Yeah. NQ flushed that opening range low. It's doing something similar, Andre, to what happened on Friday, where we flushed a low, then you and I try to take the shorts, and then it ended up bouncing. So I'm just going to be careful here. So you got to learn from your mistakes at all time highs. So I like literally on Friday, if you look over here, you can go back and rewatch it. Andre and I tried the shorts on NQ, and we ended up bouncing. So I am going to be wary of just jumping in a short here. I don't hate your ES, bro. I think it's at a good level now too. But let's see. What was that wick on? Yeah, that's a good 5 points.
Yeah, that was not ideal. But yeah, that was a 5-point wick on ES. But I still, like I said this morning, if we get one of these, I would be interested in something like this. But if you're going to, like if I take a short now, it'll definitely be a scalp. It's not going to be it will not be like holding for a bigger move. It'll be like 30 points-ish, something like that.
Sure. Yeah, YM bouncing now we at opening range low now on YM. Let's set the opening range low. I think it's not a bad idea also, like Thomas was saying in the chat, with ES and NQ being a little bit more divergent right now, just not having to, just being a little bit more patient this morning. NQ is rolling over now, bro. NQ now down underneath that opening range low. I don't seem to be freezing anymore, right?
You're good right now.
Yeah. Okay. I just wanted to see. Let me know in the chat if I freeze any time rest of the thing. It can help me out. But yeah, we are rolling over. Tesla's down 2.5%. NVIDIA's coming down now too, bro. NVIDIA now new low of day and pushing hard.
ES is still way stronger. Like I don't really get it.
Yeah, and YM's bouncing now, bro. Hard. Look at this. Look at YM. Look at that. It's a bit weird.
Yeah, dude.
YM's just bounced 129 points off the lows, but NQ's trading at new low of day, and ES is
kind of stalling here, but
still in the middle. Yeah.
I need to see how this 300 level reacts. But
I was people that saved me a lot of my file not lining. Yeah, that's actually quite. So what Maximus is speaking about there is if it's the opening candle continuation. So the stat of here, what he's saying is like if you go to like the screener, you can fix that out to like the first 30 minutes if you like. Obviously, we're only 22 minutes into the open now, but he's looking at the first like 30 minutes. He wants ES, NQ, and YM to be aligned with the opening candle continuation report, it is interesting. That's one of my favorite reports, Andre. It's pretty powerful, that report. If you go to the report section and you go to that opening candle continuation on ES, let's look in the last 3 months, because the shorts obviously won't be favored in the last month because it's just been moving higher. But look at ES, 72%. If that first hour is green, 72% of the chance, or call it rounded up, 73% chance that we'll actually close the day as a bullish closing day, and vice versa for the shorts. You can also sometimes front run this, which I like to do, like Zinc does, where you can go to like the first 45 minutes, even like that.
Wow, dude, I just got wicked out. I would be back in profit right now.
Interesting. The 45 minutes in the last 3 months actually more strong on ES. Let's have a look here. Your ES chart.
I just got wicked out. I would be long. I would be green right now. But I don't
actually had a nice crypto long on the weekend, bro. Off those lows.
Did you?
Yeah. On a personal account. So
I think this is a good area to short NQ, but I don't know if now, because I just got wicked out. Like, I don't know if now I'm being biased to the short side.
Sure.
But this is a solid short area right now. God, dude, I can't believe that candle just wicked me out. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable.
Dude, trading. Jeez.
Yeah, I would be up 5 points right now.
Yeah, look at this wick on NQ, bro. Look at that. Right back up. Almost 70, 80 points.
Damn, dude.
So that definitely is I'm going to be cautious of any shorting there. ES now.
Oh, God, man.
You don't like the longs here on ES at this level?
I'm thinking I want to get back in, but I missed the entry. Like, I don't want a long NQ. I want a long ES, but like my entry initially was good. I just got wicked out. Like my stop was too tight. And now we're back at high of day. Like that long, the entry was too quick. I was figuring there was going to be a snap down, but I didn't think it was going to be that big. if NQ can do something like this, that would be great. If ES retests something like this, I would be interested. But the thing is, NQ has better structure for a stop than ES does right now. But like if NQ gets back to the 53, 50, between 53 and 44-ish, I would be interested. But damn, that got in too early.
Yeah.
You can be right, but if you're early, it doesn't matter. Yeah, you can be right, but if you're too early, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, like kind of like FTX.
Yeah. Damn, dude, I can't believe this. This is exactly what I wanted to happen on ES. But this is, I'm surprised that NQ bounced so hard. I'd like to wait until 10 probably to take another trade if there's like that little.
We do have quite a bit of earnings this week as well. So Monday is actually no news today, high impact news today. So I'm just looking at this on Forex Factory. And then on earnings hub.com, we do have, I believe it was like Microsoft, Amazon, Meta, Google, all after close on Wednesday, and then Apple as well. And then tomorrow we got Visa, Robinhood, and Starbucks. But nothing really today. So I'm still flat, but yeah, it's a very weird price action this morning, from going from the ES and NQ divergence now to it bouncing.
Let me pull up your screen one sec.
Yeah, NQ also now, look at that. NQ now also back above New York session open VWAP, which I like to use. Guys know I like to use those VWAPs. So we're above the New York session, underneath the daily, however. But yeah, this is very interesting. Yes, also now going to take an orb high. Orb high is at 198.50 on ES. YM. YM sitting in the middle of the opening range at the moment. So yeah. I do also want to just go over that volume and range by weekday. So if you look at this and you look at the, as I said, volume and range by weekday, look how as we, in the last 6 months on ES, look how the volume picks up as the week progresses. So something just to note that if you aren't finding like trades on Monday or Tuesday, my data also says from my trading statistics that Thursdays and Fridays are my best trading days too. And that lines up with how the volume picks up as the week continues. So no, I haven't taken any trades yet, guys. So I will obviously let you know if I do. But use this for educational purposes too. Like I might let you know like a couple minutes after I take the trade, because I don't just want people coming on here and just blindly copying. It's not what these streams are for.
Yeah. I'm interested in the longs, but I just don't have the entry. I hope that at 10 in 10 seconds, we get a little bit of a flush down and then I can go long. But yeah, I'm just,
yeah, look at the NQ now back underneath 27,400.
If this gets to 191, I'll probably try it again. I just tried it again.
Okay.
Here.
On ES, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, pull back. Looking, yeah. Longs to previous days on SPA and QQQ. Okay, Zinc's in the chat. What's up, Zinc?
Yeah, zinc, I agree with you. I tried it before, but the move down really caught me. Previous day high is 7,200 on ES. But watch this reverse now. Now, I think the data is too strong for this previous day's high and these levels to not to be hit. Now, again, the timing could be off, but I have a pretty solid entry here on ES. So I'm happy with it as of right now, targeting 7,200. Wow, Meta's really reversing right now hard.
Let's have a look, Meta.
Yeah, Meta's reversing pretty hard. Right
Yeah, coming back down. Yeah.
Yeah, we are getting a little bit of a pullback, some resistance here. I have my stop down here at 87. I'd like to see, I don't really want to sit in some consolidation because the momentum is definitely to the top side now, but Meta is reversing pretty hard. So I want to pay attention to that. I'm not going to close this early because I still think that this previous day's high opening retracement inside bars is just too strong right now. We're also right there. Like even if I mistimed it again, that's fine with me because the data is there.
Meta's Facebook.
Yes.
They changed the ticker name quite some time ago.
Yeah, a few years ago, actually. Yeah, I'm still pretty confident in the longs here. This is a solid pullback. I mean, I would like to see it start moving, but I am pretty confident in these longs. Why am I confident in these longs? Not because my gut is telling me, but because of the data in the what's in play. Inside bars on ES, 88%. Inside bars on NQ, 88%. Inside bars by weekday, 80%. Like everything here is pointing for a breakout. And yes, it could be previous day's low, but it's extremely unlikely because we're literally right there on the previous day's high. But we'll have to see. I'm still happy with this trade as is. As long as we don't break below the midpoint of the orb, as long as we don't get to these 90s, I'm very happy. We are getting that push up now. I'm going to get a coffee because I don't want to.
Just having okay, NQ. So NQ still not really doing too much at the moment. NQ. Yeah, YM coming back down. Actually, underneath New York session VWAP at the moment. I'm sitting flat at the minute. I want to see what we do here. Andre, how did you fall today as bullish? Yeah, I'll get Andre to answer that when he comes back for sure. NQ actually coming back down here underneath that New York session. So I'm watching that. New York session VWAP, that is, yeah. So NVDA doing NVDA. Yeah, I'll get Andre to answer that when he comes back on stream in a minute. It's a little bit choppy today on ES. I know Andre will be looking for NQ probably ES probably to opening range high. That's probably where he would be looking for it to go. Still inside the opening range. Let's just keep that in mind as well. On ES, we haven't had a 5-minute break, but above or below. Yo. Someone was just asking in the chat, how do you filter Friday's bullish ES play based on inside days?
First of all, we are getting that push. Yeah. Hopefully this continues. I will take a piece off at orb high, and then I want to target 7,200, which is kind of close, honestly. Maybe I should leave it a little bit further out. Wow, we are really not getting this continuation today.
No continuation at all.
Wow. I will answer that question in just a second while I manage this trade. Wow, I really am not thrilled with the price action right now. All right. So.
Oh, look at that. Just back and forth.
Is there a headline?
Financial juice. I don't know.
Nah, dude, don't go there.
Walter Bloomberg, I'll have to see. Very choppy, Andrew. I like it, but it's just not.
I'm considering adding right now after that. But I just want to see if that was a headline. Hold on one sec.
Maybe look. No, nothing came through, Andre. Yeah. Nothing yet. Yeah.
Yeah, NQ is still so much weaker. Is it just meta? Like, I don't get it. Like, if NQ pushes, like, ES is gonna rip, but I just don't. Again, like, maybe I just mistimed it today. Like, I mean, I'm break even, which is fine. Like, I'm down 1 point, like, which is not a big deal. But I just need NQ to really pick up the steam here.
Sure. So,
like, what I like is that ES is still holding up, you know?
Yeah, it's not flushing.
Yeah. Wow, NQ is really, like, really reversing right now.
Yeah, NQ back down underneath 350 at the moment. 358.
This is not looking great. Yeah, this is not looking great at the moment.
What's your entry price on? Yes,
93.50.
93.50. Yeah.
I'm giving it more room to breathe, but this is not looking good right now. Like I have my stop at 87, so we'll see what happens. But dude, like I'm break even now. All right, let me just explain the bias here. So why did I pick 87 as a stop? Because my stop that I would like to take is the midpoint of the orb. But before, my stop was just below the orb low, and I got wicked out by 3 points or less than 3 points, and then it ran in my favor. So instead of putting my stop at the midpoint, I'm giving it some room to breathe because I'm expecting more consolidation, more like wicks today, especially because ES and NQ are diverging so much. That's why I'm just giving it more room to breathe. Like I don't think that leaving my stop all the way down here is worth it. That's why I'm saying really my invalidation, my ideal stop is here, but exactly what just happened right now. Now I'm back green on the day or on the trade, and I would have gotten stopped out if I had it at the midpoint, which is why I had it further down because I don't want to get wicked out on this long because I am super confident in this previous day's high and the yellow opening retracement. But yeah, so that's why. As it relates to the what's in play, everyone has the most popular ES and NQ template here. It'll automatically load exactly what I have in here for your charts. So go to the what's in play in the left sidebar over here, go to the template, click most popular ES NQ. You're going to get exactly what I have here. Now, you can also customize whether you want the bias to pull from all the reports or just the reports in play. I like the ones from all the reports, so you guys can do that. It's totally up to you though, but you can see all of these here. So inside bars, you want to expect price to either break previous day's high or low. Today, we are very close to the high. I'm expecting it to be the high. The gap fill is bullish, which already played out. Previous day's high is bullish. Opening retracement is bullish. Mondays are also very bullish, which is why I took the long before and why I'm taking, I mean, this price action is so trash. I cannot believe it. But yeah. By the way, guys, if you are in a trade right now, or you are like taking trades, for sure, widen your stops and size down because the price action so far is terrible.
Yeah.
I still like the thing is like when you get the long setup on the day and everything else, and the price action is just not really like giving you the clean moves, it kind of sucks, honestly, but you just have to kind of deal with it. I still am long bias because of the data. It just might not work today.
So I've got a small trade on, but not looking at ES or NQ just because of the divergence. I'm short YM.
Okay. What is it? You want to pull up your screen?
Yeah. So if we look at this, YM is underneath the VWAPs. We failed to take out the highs on that reclaim. So I'm just looking to trade back towards opening range low.
Yeah.
I'm in pretty small. So I don't like how ES and NQ are moving right now, just completely polar opposite. So I'm just trying to trade something that suits my eye a little bit better at the moment.
Yeah.
So YM down. Yeah.
Yeah. Zinc's in the chat here. It's still gonna hit, but stops me out. Yeah. I'm leaving a wider stop here because I am confident. But I mean, if this thing keeps failing these highs, like if it keeps just pushing up to this 795, like it needs to get you. It's got to get out of here. It's got to get out of this. Like it's not getting out of this area here, and that's the issue.
Yeah. So look again on this trade, at least for my trade right now, I'm underneath both VWAPs, and that's a nice bar there. I was risking about 70 points. I gave it a bit wide. I'm up 42 at the moment. Andre, I'm going to take out 75% up 40 points.
Beautiful, bro. Yeah. Great trade.
I'll walk through my trade more in a bit, but yeah, I'm just going to try and lock some gains in there. So 40 points in YM to start the morning, and then get green on the day. I'll take that.
Beautiful trade, bro.
Yeah, so my stop loss a break even on the rest, but probably should take it all, Andre. Our trails haven't been working, bro.
Yeah, trails have been tough for me too recently.
Yeah.
I mean, like, does it make sense to even pull my stop in to be at orb high? I mean, my target to be at orb high now. Like, if it's not going to get the continuation, then like,
sure.
If the volume is just not there today, I don't know. I mean, I'm about to get stopped out.
Hey James, how many red weeks, if any, has your algo taken? I would have to go and get that for you. I'm not using a prop firm for them. I'm taking it on a personal cash account, and I'd have to go get that data for you, obviously. But it definitely has had red weeks. Yeah, I'd say at the moment my algo has been actually pretty good, Andre. You see, today wouldn't take any position because I don't take shorts on NQ on a Monday, so it wouldn't. Yeah. It broke the downside first, so I wouldn't take any trades today. But yeah. I think last week it went 3 from 5, and I think the previous week was like 4 from 4 or something like crazy like that. But yeah, it's been recently, at least this year, it's been pretty solid. I've been using that since last year August when the algos were released.
Bro, what do you think about me closing this trade?
Yeah, I'm looking at ES now. See, if I'm in a long here, Andre, personally, I know you go with tighter stops, but if I'm in a long here on this, I would have my stop loss at the low there. But I don't like this bar that's printing for you right now on the 5. I'd say give it 2 more minutes. Let's see how the bar on the 5 closes. If it flushes, then...
I mean, I'm going to get stopped out by then. But
where's your stop? 180?
187.75.
187.75. Let's see. Okay, I got you.
I just like don't want to. If it like cracks this 180, 190 area, like 50. I think it's just going to flush. Like if I was expecting this move to happen already, like on this move up, but I just think that if it's not gonna bounce here, like it's gone. And NQ is kind of at a support, which would help, but I just don't. I think it's just gonna hit my stop, but I'll just let it hit my stop then.
I don't like NQ shorts. Like that's why I went and shorted YM. I don't particularly like NQ over there. It's just with that pin, bro. I don't like it. Yeah. Do you have data typically ES needs NQ to lead, or don't you look at that? I personally look at ES to lead. I look mainly at ES, predominantly ES and NQ, to give me kind of a gauge on what the indexes are wanting to do. And obviously your Mag 7 stocks, which you always will see André and I speaking of: NVDA, Tesla, Apple, Google, Amazon, Microsoft, Meta.
Yeah.
Thoughts on seal trade, long initial balance? Let's have a look. Again, I don't trade. I mainly trade indexes and stocks. You'll see me trading some stocks intraday sometimes, or talking about a swing play on a stock. But this year I've kind of just been zoned in on the indexes, day trading that, and then I'll swing trade stocks, which I actually have really enjoyed. I think it's probably one of the better things this year, Andre, that's helped me with my focus on the desk, because I've only been locked in on the indexes, and then as day trading, and then stocks I look to swing trade. Let's have a look. Oil. Yeah, I mean, oil looks pretty good for longs. I would agree with that. Yeah.
Bro, the IB high is forming first here on NQ and on ES.
Yeah. Let's see how. Jeez.
It's not gonna. I should just.
No.
It's gonna. I mean, it's about to hit my stop.
Yeah, cut it. Yeah.
Yeah, I just closed it. I'm just like not interested in this.
You had a great entry. Your first entry is actually spot on.
Yeah, I mean it's
quickly. Yeah.
Yeah, I just closed it here.
Sorry, let me say you had a great price on your first entry. Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm not interested in. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty shocked that this stalled so hard after I entered on this candle. I was up 3.5, almost 4 points, looking for a 6 and 7 point move, but Yeah, not the best price action for me today for like my style. But yeah. So these were the two trades that I took here.
And the thing is, if you watch our streams all the way back from when we started this in, I believe it was end of October last year or beginning of October last year.
Yeah.
I think I've had like 3 losing days. Andre's had
probably like 5 now. And the last Friday and today are 2 of them.
Yeah. So, you're never going to win every single trade. If someone tells you that they win every single trade, run fast. So that's physically impossible, especially from a day trading perspective. Unless they never close.
Unless you never buy close. And you just don't close.
I had one guy that tells me he never loses trades, but he would hold like a trade and drawdown for like 5 years. And I'm like, yeah, well, you probably you're trading with 0.01 risk. No wonder you never because you don't close. But anyway, you will have losing trades as a day trader. It's how you manage those. And I think if you go back and watch Friday, I think André helped me close out my trades early instead of taking full stops on them. I never took any of my full stop losses. And that's the part you have to manage the downside. So I was coming into today, maybe could have got a little bit more actually on my trade, André, but a better exit. I'm out 75%, but I probably could have maybe held for the full opening range low. But I'm just trying to bounce back from Friday's red.
Yeah. These were the two trades that I took. I really got my first entry was really better, but I got wicked out pretty hard there, and then a full bounce, and then here I was up again. I wasn't up at all on the first trade, but I was up like halfway to my target on the second trade, and I just I'm not confident in the longs anymore, even though the data's showing it. Like I don't think that the price action here is. Like the volume is just super low. The candles are not great, especially on ES. So, yeah. Yeah, I just now the IB stats are going to form in a little bit, and like the high formed first on NQ and on ES. Like that's going to be bearish. I'm not super down for that to be long. So we are getting some diverging open stats versus the IB stats. And right now, based on the price action, like I'm going to lean on the IB a little bit more. Zinc, if you're watching, I'm curious what you think about that. But yeah.
On that, a little bit of a wick down, I'll close in full, André. So yeah, I'm going to take that out up about 50 points on my base exit.
Good.
Yeah. Darren's asking, price action a bit slow, James Bruce. On days like this, would you rather stay away from the charts? I wouldn't say stay away. I would say keep your size small and widen your stops. That's what I would say. I'm not a big fan of saying like don't just leave the desk, because you can learn from days like this too, but with smaller size. So you're not trying to be. You need to be right or whatever it is, but you can learn from days from playing smaller size on these days and. As much as it sucks, losing does suck, but it actually does teach. You're going to have to get good at taking losses, unfortunately, because if you don't, you'll have a P&L calendar that looks like this. Your average winning day is $1,000 and your average losing day is $7,000. And if you have something like that, you will never make money trading. I find it so, and I'm speaking from my own experience. Like I can only really speak from my own experiences. ES is actually bouncing it. André, you don't like the longs again.
I do not like the long.
A lot of traders, and this is again speaking for myself too, is I think it was just back in 2022, André, and I made on my personal trading account, cash account, I made 64% in the mid to high 60s, but I had 23 trading days where I had lost 4% of my account or more.
Yeah.
Meaning that if I had maybe just limited them, so my goal for 2023 was to have 22 or less, get better at it. I think it was 2 or 3 in 2023. Yeah. But too many traders, P&L, look like they have their winning days. They win often, but their average winning day is $1,000, and then their average losing day is $3,000. So it takes you on average 3 winning days to make back one day of losses. And I think you can learn from days like this and playing smaller, maybe very small size, just feeling out the market, not trying to push P&L up, on days like this. Because clearly we can see, even on my trade, I think it was actually a good exit now, me being aggressive, because look at this. That's not fun. That's not nice.
Yeah.
I was up on my best exit there, 52 points, but my main exit was at 40. Okay, so right now we're just very choppy. Look at NQ. If you even go to like a 1 minute chart on NQ, look at that. It's not really nice. Like we flush lower, we bounce back up, and now we've just been trading at the same range, same price at the open that the first minute bar back was at. So I think if you are like right now, if you ask me to pick a direction on NQ, I would have to say short, because the first hour probably going to be bearish, and also we're underneath VWAP, so daily VWAP and New York session. But I don't think it's a trade that I would like to be in with like size that is meaningful,
Yeah. No, I think this price action is actually horrible. If you look at NQ, which I'll let's click that. Yeah, Zinc, this is brutal. Like NQ sitting in a 40-point range realistically. Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
So just be careful today. You don't have to not trade at all, but just be really mindful of the trades you're taking, because a day like this is where people like really torch their accounts like heavily, and you just want to be mindful of not tilting, because it's unlikely, to be honest, that price action is just going to like magically get clean now. Like it's been trash so far. It's probably not going to get better. So just something to keep in mind there. And yeah, I mean, it's not great.
Yeah, look at NQ now bouncing off that opening range low. I'm actually in good spirits here, because taken up a winning trade now too. But also, I think I fixed the flipping camera issue. Andre, has anyone seen me freezing at all?
No, you haven't frozen.
There we go. It was the space, bro, on my side. That's why I remember I said I could be my side on StreamYard, and you was like, oh, it wasn't happening. It's fine for me, but I think it was my storage on my side.
I see.
Yeah.
Good, bro. It's fixed.
Okay. I'm happy about that. Tech Bruce, ChatGPT and Tech Bruce combo.
Yeah, I also, if I hadn't closed that ES, that would have been awesome. But
But also, just to point out as well, Andre, like if you look at the Mag 7, we do have a little bit of a mixed bag right now. Like Microsoft and Meta and Amazon and Google are trying to hold up, but Apple and Tesla are down, and NVIDIA is trying to hold up too. Normally what you like to see and what we have been seeing is like everything green or everything red. That's where you have maybe more conviction as well.
Yeah.
Bitcoin's at 78K. So this was the long actually that I can speak about on I took it on Saturday night actually. Saturday night. Yeah, this was
pull up here. Let me pull up.
Yeah. So this was the longs actually that I took. I was just looking at it from an hourly perspective. We had been playing this range since, Thursday of last week at like 77K. And I looked at the chart and I was like, that actually, it dipped back down into that previous week's VWAP. And I was like, oh, we're above the 5 days. So I literally bought it probably like at 8 p.m. at night. Yeah. And I had my stop at about 76,800. So it was about there. And I woke up the next morning and I was up like I literally closed it at like 7 a.m. and I was up like 1 hour, 1.2 hour. And I was like, cool, that's beautiful. A nice little close that. Obviously it ends up pumping a lot more back up to like almost 80K, but on a weekend, see, that's where like, I was pissed off from my Friday's loss. I was like, stuff it, I'm going to go trade Bitcoin on the weekend. But no, again, you always have to, there's a saying, Andrew, and I actually like it. It's like no crying in the casino, right? Yeah, it's like, if you take a trade with the risk that you take and you end up losing, well, you know what you're getting into. If it's like, you know, I go to the casino with my friends and they're always like, their mood changes when they lose. I'm like, dude, just be the same. Like, try and be neutral. Obviously, it sucks losing money, but you know, it's if you had won, you'd be ecstatic. And if you it's the same in trading. If you let the emotions dictate your mood, you're going to have a roller coaster. I'll tell you that from experience.
Yeah. I would have gotten stopped out now.
Yes, look at ES coming down lower now.
Yeah.
NQ's finally breaking. Wine not really doing too much.
Yeah. Yeah, this price action is pretty brutal, but yeah, let me pull up YM.
So we go to the screener as well. You can just pull that up to screener. So wherever you are watching this, make sure you are subscribed. We do this every single day live at the open. And then also we do have giveaways on Wednesday for edgeful subs. So make sure you check that out. But the screener will load in the next. It's currently painting a little bit like that Italian flag, which we spoke about on Friday. Where you got green, you know, neutral, and then the bearish bias as well. But not really pointing anything on one side. Like you got SPA and ES, green first hour, and then you got NQ, which is bearish, and YM, which is bullish. So currently not looking too great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
so
I'm not super confident in the in these long. I mean, I just don't think the inside bars, the opening retracement is going to play out today. The gap filled, but otherwise, I don't think it's gonna. I'm not super confident in this, to be honest.
I'm just stoked I fixed my camera.
Yeah, bro, that's huge.
What the hell? Dude, it's so irritating when you're like trying everything and you're like, bro, I'm not. Like I even had the tech guys come over. They couldn't even tell me that shit.
Dude, it's hilarious. You have tech guys.
Yeah. What do you think? I trade. I don't do tech stuff, bro. Yeah. But I'm actually going to use this camera. It's actually. Do you like this? This camera actually is.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah,
it looks good.
Yeah, look at that. NQ flushes and then look what happens. Right back up.
Dude, it's crazy, bro.
That's a nice little 20-point wick on that. Right back up. Yep. So, yeah, Darren, you were asking earlier. I think also something that I've learned, and I've been trading now 9 years. Andre probably a little bit longer than me because he's slightly older.
Less.
But less.
Yeah, I took my first trade in 2016, but I like really started to get into it more in like.
Okay, 2016. I was still in high school then, bro. I was in senior year. But yeah, you're a year older than me. But I only got into it in 2018. I took my first trade beginning of 2018. But I think that you learn that not every single day is going to be like A+ days to like, you know, send it with SARS. And I think that's something that I've had to learn too. Like, okay, cool. Today, maybe Andre took a little bit of a paper cut and he was like, okay, maybe down $1,000. Whereas on his winning days and he sends it with a bit of size, he'll be up $3,000. You know, and that's, you learn how to play the different market conditions. I think that's probably one of the hardest things as a trader because market conditions are always changing. Like, and how you know that actually is if you look at the edgeful reports. This is exactly how you know it changes. So I think having like the edgeful subscription is so good because you can't just come and screenshot something from 6 months ago and then not have it because the data is going to change. So look at the opening candle continuation. Let's look at in the last 2 years on ES. So if the first hour is bullish, how often do we close bullish or bearish, right? So it will pull that data up. In the last 2 years, 72 and 69. But if you go in the last month, okay, look at that, 50 and 83. It's completely different.
It's completely different.
So you can't just be like, oh, okay, the shorts, if it's first bearish in the first hour, I'm just going to come in and short. Well, it's not going to be working.
Dude, nobody understands that. And it's the craziest part is that like they think that the markets don't change nearly as quickly as they actually do. And you can see that even if you just look at the charts from like last year this time to this year this time, like it's just so different, dude. And like people just don't get it. And I think that's really one of the biggest struggles for a lot of traders.
Look at that.
Yeah, I think it's one of the biggest struggles for traders is being able to adapt and like understand that like, hey, this market environment like doesn't suit my style. I need to size down or I need to size up.
Yeah. Agreed.
So,
and it's like, you can take a trade that, oh, wow, what's happening here? Geez, NQ just bounced off those lows. Look at that.
Yep. And there's a headline for sure. Something happened.
Yeah. EA's just flipped 10 points pretty quickly. And YM's down. Oh, no, YM's up. Sorry. YM's up as well. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Must be. Let's get Walter Bloomberg up.
Yep.
Let's refresh the page.
I don't see anything.
Yeah, I don't see anything either.
I don't see anything.
That's what it can also happen on these choppier days too. You get random news, random price spurts. Yeah, I don't see anything.
Yeah, I still don't see anything.
Yeah.
It's funny how we go to Twitter.
Yeah, dude, they Twitter's wanting to come out with like Elon's putting out like the X money as well now. Yeah.
I'm trying to find like what was that?
Dude, I can't see anything.
Unbelievable, man. I mean, this is the probably the most trash I've ever seen in terms of Dallas Fed manufacturing. Is that really it? That's what made that move? To be honest, this is probably the worst. This is way worse than Friday.
Yeah.
Way worse than Friday. Yeah, I mean, I'm NQ has literally been sitting in a 55-point range for almost an hour now.
Yeah.
And if you really look at where like the volume really is, or where like most of the price action is, it's more so like a 40-point range. And then above 400 is Wix, and below 350 is also Wix. So yeah, there's a just so you guys know, there's obviously a headline, whatever it was, which we haven't figured out what it's from, but still nothing from, what's his name? Walter Bloomberg? Nothing from Financial Juice?
Nothing from him.
Crazy, dude. Financial Juice, same thing. Yeah, this was at 35. Nothing.
Dude, that's on NQ, that's like a 50-point wick right now.
Dude, it's like the second one of the day.
Yeah.
The 40-point wick.
The other side.
The one to the downside at 950 was 50 points. The other one, I mean, this is like grade A trash. But just so you guys know, in an environment where the headlines are very strong, that are moving markets heavily, that are actually impactful, that people are waiting for the headlines, that will always override any of the data across the board. It doesn't matter if you're using like an algo that you've traded before, or an algo that you've built, or the edgeful algos, or the edgeful reports. A headline will always override everything. That's how it works. That's pretty intuitive to me, at least. I hope that it's intuitive for you guys. A headline will always override any type of trend. Like if today is like trending down or trending up, and there's a headline that comes out that's not in favor of like, it's let's just say it's bearish, price will come down. It doesn't matter what an RSI or an EMA or a previous day's high or an orb high or IB buy rejection says. The headline is new information into the market that will make something move. And that's exactly what happened here. It is what it is.
And this is my belief, but you can also correct me if you have something different, André. But fundamentals move markets. That's what moves markets. But they have patterns that, probabilities, and that's why you can read the outcomes like that. But fundamentals do, as you said, do move markets.
Yeah, dude. I think in the long term, fundamentals move markets, and then in the if you're intraday, you're day trading, you're scalping, you're swing trading even for a couple of days, the technicals are what you should be looking at. But for example, there is a core driver of why NVIDIA has made the move, of why AMD has made the move. James, you're freezing again, bro.
Oh no! And now?
No, you're back. You're back. Can you see that you're freezing on your side?
No, that's the thing.
So you're on your screen when you're looking at StreamYard. It's good?
I'm good, bro. Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah. This has been absolutely atrocious.
Yeah.
Yeah, this has been really not fantastic, to be honest.
Yeah, no. I'm going to take that. I think I'm up about $1.5 grand on that trade, so I'll probably lock that up for the day.
Dude, am I freezing now?
Yeah, I think it's you, bro. It's not me.
Nah, dude, it's not me. It's you. Because I don't have I'm not doing any storage on my StreamYard.
I deleted almost all of mine, so but you are freezing.
Hopefully you didn't just delete all the recordings that we haven't.
No, I deleted it on my side. Don't worry.
Okay.
On my account, not the edgeful. Yes.
Oh, okay, cool. I don't know. I don't have an account, so.
Yeah. Andre's freezing a bit as well. You see, dude. It's that recordings. As soon as it hits 40 hours, it starts. I'm telling you, that's the problem.
Oh, we'll drain all of it. We'll download all of it.
I've found it out now. It's as soon as you hit that thing goes yellow, boom, freezing.
But mine doesn't have yellow now.
The edgeful accounts on 39.4. Yeah.
I'll look at it after.
Yeah.
I'll look at it after. This price so for anyone who is sitting here, Andre needs a tech guy. I need your tech guy. Can you fly him over here? For anyone who's sitting in this trade now or in a trade now, or maybe you're not taking a trade and you're just watching, I would recommend to honestly, I know, James, you said you feel a little bit differently about this, but I would recommend actually locking your account if you can, and then just sitting, or if you are going to take a trade, take it on a paper account. There is zero opportunity here. I still think that, the data shows the longs are the direction to go in. Now, the prices come down. You just kind of go down a little bit further down to 1 minute. Prices come down below the orb low. Both times immediately got bought up. Prices come down below this 88 level. Both times immediately got bought up. If we go to a 5 minute here, there's clearly something going on here.
Yeah.
What's up? What were you going to say?
I was also going to say, just look at the right-hand side of my screen. We've got NVIDIA up, Tesla down, Apple down, Google up, Amazon and Microsoft basically flat, and Meta slightly up as well. So it's not like it's not like 6 are green and 1's red, or 6 red and one green. That I do like to use as much as I like to. You remember, I have this process every single day that I speak about in my pre-market prep streams. For those that you watch, I look at levels, so like previous days highs and lows, pre-market highs and lows, and then I look at the opening range and VWAP, what we've done then. And then I look at the edgeful data into the open, as well as what stocks are actually doing. And right now, stock, that's just telling me that we are a bit more, mixed right now. We're not really.
Pull up the screener 1 second.
Yeah, let's go like that. It's loading. There you go. Yeah, look at that. So, yeah,
that's hard.
35, 37. Normally on days that are really nice to trade, you see some, at least after the first hour, something like 60, 65 and above to favor one side. Yeah. And this is actually probably my favorite tool on edgeful is the actual screener. As you can see, I've got mine customized. You can customize it like this. So if you go to like custom, so you can go.
You can do save as new template. Go like
save as new template. There we go. Yeah. So you can actually, exactly. You can change it over here. Oops, let's go like this. And you can, let's just say you like previous days.
Also just so you know, sorry to interrupt. Just so you know, everyone has the daily bias template loaded into their
over
that
there.
First one. Everyone has this. All you guys have this. So if you want to get this right now, you can just open up the screener and look at it exactly as
correct. This is my daily bias one because I've taken out a few stocks. As you can see, you got AVGO and stuff, Netflix, and I've taken a few out on my one. But and then you can just, I've only got the Mag 7 on here, and then the options contracts and the futures contracts. Look at this. This is complete. This is trash, bro. This price action.
I don't think it could be worse, actually.
Yeah, I mean, we've literally
don't think it gets worse.
This is barcode. This is barcode stuff.
Yeah, it's horrendous.
The more you can actually spot these type of days, the more money you'll make, in my opinion, because then you don't get caught trying to back and forth and give up profits from previous weeks and stuff like that.
Yeah. I'm going to get another coffee 1 sec. I'll be right back.
Perfect, guys. So any questions in the chat? We got about 10 more minutes left on stream. Any questions in the chat right now? Let me know. But yeah, I'm green on the day, about $1,000, I believe. And then I'll post it obviously at the end of today. So nice little bounce back from Friday where I was down $2,000. Second red day of the month on Friday. So it's been a good start to the year. But let's see what we do get the rest of the week. I think the rest of the trading day could be a bit more choppy unless we break out. But yeah. Which pair do you trade? So this is I traded YM, so Dow. I traded those Dow shorts. Nice little scalp there off the New York session VWAP. That's funny, Brian. Yeah, trash day next. Market is stressful. Yeah, I mean, it's not fun, right? So I try and move on to the next trading day. I'm on a selection. Yes, I will be on JW. But I've been finding those trades. I've been trading very small in those kill zone sessions. I've been finding not really getting much follow through recently. Like I tried the longs and YM, and then I tried the shorts underneath the app. It's not been following through. So I'll recap my trades for the day and then obviously speak about anything. And then I'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully it doesn't rain. yeah, look at that.
I was thinking I need a sponsorship or something. I need like some coffee company that's like
for sure.
Behind, like I'll just have their logo behind me or something.
Yeah.
No, I really love. I probably have like 6 coffees a day.
Yeah, I've upped mine. Remember, I didn't used to have any caffeine, bro. Now
now you're dialed in.
I'm dialed in. Maybe that's why I'm trading well this year. I'm dialed in on caffeine.
I'm telling you, dude, caffeine is the way to go.
Zen. Caffeine and Zen.
Yeah, for me, it's only.
Did you see that? You sent it to me on or you put on our group chat, edgeful team group chat about the Palantir and them are giving their workers Zen. Yeah.
Yeah, Palantir. Apparently, I don't know if it's real or not, but Palantir like buys Zins for the office, so everyone's like locked in.
Yeah.
No, I don't take Zins, but I do drink a ridiculous amount of coffee.
Yeah. Andre, you definitely are lagging a bit my side. I know I think I've know
Awesome.
the issues. But
Fantastic.
We'll find out now after stream.
Yeah, I'm gonna reach out to the support on
StreamYard.
Yeah, because we can't have this.
Agreed. Does Zin help with trading? Well, personally for me, I've started to like take a lot, like probably like 5 in the trading session from start of the year. It's helped me dial in personally, but I would say don't do it in the mornings. Like do it when you, well, for me mornings, because I work in the afternoons with obviously the hours, but do it. Don't do it when you wake up immediately in the day. You will feel a bit nauseous. Ask me how I know that.
It's not, I mean, if you guys like don't do it, I would not recommend like starting a new habit, to be honest. Like just have an extra have an extra coffee before you start to take Zins. But yeah, if you do it, then whatever, it doesn't really matter to me. But I just have a like way too much coffee.
Tucker Carlson, and he's taking Zin for 29 years.
Yeah. Dude, that guy, he goes hard with them. He's no joke. Like he has one in 24/7 pretty much.
Look at this, bro. Coming back down now. Yes.
Dude, look at Zinc. What? Yeah. Arguably the worst type of, I have to say, this price action could be the worst price action so far that I've seen in 6 months. I would say that, I don't know, guys in the chat, let me know if you agree, but I think this is the worst price action I've seen in maybe 6 months, maybe more. So it is what it is, obviously. But I mean, do you guys agree? I think I don't think there's been a day this bad in 6 months. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is pretty horrendous, to be honest. And it's not, the thing is, it's not like it's going to get any better as the day goes on.
No.
Because the volume is only going to die even more. Like the volume doesn't increase throughout the day. We have a report for that. You can go check it. It's called intraday volume, intraday volume range. So you can see in the last 6 months on NQ, the highest, but like the volume like really dies out at noon into 3 p.m. and then at 3:30.
What's the name of that report? I actually haven't seen that one.
Intraday volume and range.
Intraday volume, and there's also intraday range window.
Yeah, so intraday, the difference between the two, intraday volume and range, the blue bars are the volume, the white line is the range. So you can see, obviously the range will start to compress as like the biggest moves are always in the morning, like before 11.
Yeah.
And then you can see it starts to kind of like flatten out. So like the range will stay pretty fixed for NQ at 50 points in the last 6 months. But the 100+ point moves are earlier in the morning. So this is on a 15-minute increment. So what this report does is it takes the 15-minute bars, it takes the range of the 15-minute bars, and it takes the volume of the 15-minute bars. And then you're looking at what are the averages for that time.
That's sick. So, this is sick.
So you can see that, like, for example, 2 p.m. or whatever, let's just use 1 p.m. Eastern time, has very low volume, an average range of roughly 25 points. Like, that sucks. Yeah. And you can go look at the table here that shows right over here, 1 p.m.
Where do you get the exact points there, Andre?
You can scroll down and look at the table. We should probably have like a hover thing on it. But sorry. 1 p.m. is roughly 50 points for the range. This is the volume, which is roughly, I mean, the volume doesn't really, the actual number of contracts doesn't really matter, but roughly 50 points. So if you scroll down here, you can see the 13 o'clock, which is 1 p.m. Eastern time.
Yes.
The average range is 54 points on NQ. But if you look up here at 9:30, the average range of the first 15-minute candle is 127 points. So almost 3 times the range. The range at 9:30 is almost 3 times the average range at 1 p.m.
Sure.
So, yeah.
Are you converting the percentages to points?
It's the only way that the way that we do it is if we go to a 15-minute chart.
Yeah.
And you just measure the high and the low of the first candle. So in this case, it's 136 points. The first candle.
Oh, no, you got
sorry.
You got it in dollar amounts. That's what I'm saying. Like over here, you got yours in dollar amounts.
Oh, yeah, it's points. It's the same thing. Points and dollars is the same thing. It's just using the price on the y-axis.
Got it. Okay, there we go.
It's
Average
the same thing. It's dollars and points is the same.
Okay, got it. Yeah, so mine was showing in percentages. So you can see the average range at 9:30 is 100 points, and the average range at 1 p.m. 61 points.
Yeah, and that's for NQ in the last 1 month.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
So interesting how I'm looking at the last 6 months and how the ranges were actually much bigger by 30%. If you're looking at the 15-minute customization,
it
was 127, but James has 100 in the last month. So if you go to the more recent market environment, this is a perfect example, guys, of why the market update, the market environment changes, and if you don't adapt with it, then you're not going to be like, there's no way for you to adapt to it unless you have some form of data. And here, the intraday volume and range, you can see now the average range for the first 15-minute candle is 107 points. But if you go to the last 6 months, it's a major difference in terms of a percentage. Like it's decreased so much, that first candle, that first 15-minute candle. So this is important to note. And going back to that first month, but to the last month, but this is an important report to understand because it shows you where the most continuation and where the most like momentum is really. The other one that I'll pull up is the intraday range window. Intraday range window allows you to pick. So I'll do 9:30 to noon. Allows you to pick a start and end time. I'm gonna go to points.
Dude,
what's up?
Dude, look at this. This is an interesting one. Sorry, a bit off topic, but Justin Rose is going to be as partnered with McLaren Golf.
Dude, McLaren has a golf team?
Yeah, no, like golf brand now. They have like McLaren golf clubs. That's crazy.
That is crazy. I've never heard of that. I also don't know who that is.
He's a very good golfer, obviously, but he's not American, so you wouldn't know him.
Dude, I don't follow any sports, honestly. I follow F1. That's it. And this F1 season has been absolutely terrible, to be honest. But just to finalize this point here, yeah, Zinc. James, look at this comment from Zinc.
Yeah, man, dude. If you got messed up in today's price action, I wouldn't. Yeah, it's how little you can lose, honestly.
Yeah. So, intraday range window allows you to pick a specific point of the day and see what the average range or the minimum, average, median, and max ranges are. So if you only trade between 9:30 and noon and you want to understand what are the average ranges at that time, you can see that the average range on NQ in the last month is 260 points. That means that the expectation of the high and the low from 9:30 to noon, you should have roughly 260 points in mind. The single highest day, this is the max here, is 588. The single lowest, the single lowest is 148. Actually, let's see what it is today. Wow, today is going to break. If price doesn't make a new high or low day today will be the smallest range day in the last month. If you go to the last 6 months, right that's including a holiday, actually. Yeah, I mean, it's today is definitely an outlier day for NQ. So something to consider. If you guys haven't taken a trade yet, please don't take another one. I mean, you guys can do whatever you want, but one sec. If you guys haven't taken a trade yet, please don't. But yeah. All right, let's wrap it up here.
Yeah, we can wrap it up. I think it was a good stream. I hope that you guys learned from that, and we'll see you guys on tomorrow. Make sure you all subscribe, notifications on. André and Zink will be live tomorrow, and then I'll be live, or just Zink.
No, I'm not live. Yeah, I'm not live tomorrow.
Yeah, Zink, and then I'll be live Wednesday with everyone. Perfect, guys. Have a good rest of the session. Cheers.